Hey everybody, Michael from Steelyard here on let me do the math, day 7 of High Point at Home. Here with the team. Usually we're home by now, but we're still home, obviously. Home from market or coming home from market. So day 7, joined by the whole team. Let's start as we have the last couple nights with our drinks, because what's more fun than that? And I'm going to start with, going around the screen, I'm going to start with Sarah again tonight. Sarah, what do you got?
All right. Tonight in Chicago, it's the Watermelon White Claw night, which is usually a summer lake drink, but I'm starting it now. Why not?
Why not? I like that answer. Okay, up to you, Sandy. What do you have there?
I have a classic kind of retro sidecar. So if you don't know what it is, you don't deserve to know, because no, it's lemon juice and brandy and Cointreau.
Okay. Here's the thing. Sandy and I are probably about, what do you say, Sandy, 30 to 45 minutes apart, depending on traffic. So I'm thinking after quarantine is over, before hurricane season, if any storm is coming, I'm gonna shack up with you guys, because you clearly have all of the best alcohol.
Well, and we'll have dark and stormies. That's
right. So, because here in Florida, after quarantine, we've got to start thinking about hurricane season too. So coming up,
dark and stormy.
We get that in Virginia.
Get that. Right.
You're not alone.
All right, Catherine, what are you drinking tonight?
I'm preparing for Friday with a Kentucky Mule.
Okay. All right. What's in a Kentucky Mule?
It's bourbon, but it's not just bourbon. That's why I'm prepping for Friday. It's got some lime in there, and it's got some ginger beer. So by the time tomorrow comes, I'll be ready.
There you go. Look at that. Okay.
Perfect.
Well, look, I don't have a Yingling tonight, and I'll tell you a quick story. What I've got instead is an unmarked bottle that showed up in the mail several weeks ago, illegally perhaps, showed up in the mail, and then I got a text message from my college roommate, who is the guy that, if you ever have a problem, he's the guy you want in your corner kind of guy, right? Mm-hmm. So he tells me with one picture that he started to make his own moonshine in a sill on his back porch in New Jersey.
Awesome.
New Jersey moonshine.
What is in the bottle there is New Jersey moonshine.
Oh, New Jersey moonshine.
It is fantastic. He's very talented, I've got to tell you. So if you guys ever kick me out of Steelyard, I might go into business selling his moonshine.
What town in New Jersey?
Well, I'm not going to give that away because I'm not.
Oh, the feds.
Make the moonshine, right?
Yeah.
Nor ship it from New Jersey to Florida. So I won't give it away. But it's very smooth. I'm not a liquor guy. And so I put a little seltzer in there tonight, and I've got some moonshine with just a splash, well, more than a splash of seltzer. So, cheers to day 7 before we get rolling.
Cheers.
All right. So a couple things tonight we want to talk about. And again, continuing on through May 30th with High Point at Home. But this is obviously market week. So we'll do another happy hour tomorrow night. And then we'll move to more of a kind of a once a week cadence with these recaps as we continue to roll out brands and products. But I want to talk about something we kind of hinted at last night, which was that charity angle. So we're starting to identify a few things that are really cool in the industry. So you'll be seeing some chats with design givers, which is pretty cool. So this was started by some folks that I'll be talking to tomorrow. For a donation to Feeding America, you get a video consultation to design a space.
Cool.
There's some really cool designers that are involved with it, and very, very cool. So I'll be talking to them tomorrow. We'll put that Zoom chat up. And then we've got Your Home Collab, which is kind of a similar concept, but it's donated time by designers to design a space for a frontline worker. So nurses, doctors, et cetera, that are helping right now. So, and really in the midst of it right now. So you can nominate folks and that kind of thing. So I'll be telling you more about those two and a lot more, right? Because there's a lot of folks doing some great things, but they're the two that we're starting with. And we'll be talking to them hopefully tomorrow and early next week. All right, so back to our regular scheduled programming and some new products and brands. Let's talk about, I'm going to share my screen here. Let's talk about Phasey, who I was super excited about coming on to High Point at Home here. And we got them up today, Sarah and Sandy. And I think what I noticed that was super cool, as I scroll down here, I should have been better prepared, Nope, I went to the wrong spot too. Look at that. So let's go back to new introductions. And we'll go, there's Faisy. Okay, so we all love sales and discounts, right? So take a look at this right at the top here. Not only are they open for business and taking orders and shipping immediately, by the way, but they're doing a virtual sale, right? So until May 3rd, you can get 10% off current fine collections and 20% off discontinued fine rugs. So that's pretty cool. And then samples below that, right?
Yeah.
Project, they've got free 18 by 18 samples and 50% off 2 by 3 samples. Very cool. So that's all on there. And then some new introductions down below. We can scroll through some of them.
They have a ton of new collections too. Like this is just a taste of it. So then underneath that, I have the link to their whole new catalog too. And it's really beautiful. A lot of great patterns. And so yeah, definitely check it out.
Okay, cool. Love that. Love that. Love what Faisy's doing. Awesome. All right. And then you also got some new showroom tours up. If we click over to there and see what's new on our showroom tours, don't mind me, the sun's in my eyes. We can see a couple things. We've got, oh gosh, you put them all the way at the bottom here, didn't you, on me? All right. We've got James by Jimmy De Laurentiis. We've got a showroom tour for him. And then LH Imports and Woodbridge now have showroom tours as well, with plenty more to come. So very cool on that front. Let's go one more tab here because we like to talk about what's new, what's fresh. And we've got a new event. Sandy, tell us about, we had one today, right? We had the Gail Doby one today, but we've got something coming up that's different and exciting. So tell us what you've got here on strategy.
Yeah, so this is Garrett Johnson, who with Garrett Designs. She did a Pinterest strategy webinar for the IFDA membership a few weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, I think a couple weeks ago. And it was so informative and so kind of mind-blowing. I think a lot of us think we know Pinterest a little bit, or we're a little, I mean, it's kind of overwhelming, but a lot of designers use Pinterest just for client collaboration. But she kind of opened up the idea, or, showed us how it is such a really powerful tool to connect with clients. And she's gotten a ton of new business from Pinterest, just posting on Pinterest. So she has opened this up to do a 3-week workshop. And it's it has 3 webinars, little small group webinar sessions, and then 3 one-on-ones. So Tuesdays and Thursdays. It does cost money, and it's not cheap. But I am pretty sure that if you take this course and you're not completely savvy in Pinterest, or even if you are, you think you are, you take this course, I think you're going to return your investment, because it just the things that she touched on in this webinar made us all kind of realize that we're not even, tapping, the tip of the iceberg of the potential of what this could do for you. So yeah, so it's I think it's $295. It's for the 3 weeks, and then if you're an IFDA member, you get $20 off. And if you're with a firm and you have a second person, I think there's a rate for that, but you can email her for that, for the +1.
Cool.
But
well, all the information's here. It's got the schedule laid out a little bit. It's got the agenda, what you're going to learn.
Yeah, I can't recommend it enough. I mean, we're going to take it because we even realize, Pinterest is kind of a monster for a lot of us. It's great, but really, most of us are already clipping images, pretty images, and she just tells you, okay, as long as you're doing this, put it on Pinterest, and you can get returns from that. You can get followers, you can strengthen your brand and everything. So I mean, I just can't say enough about it. And she's not paying us to say this. I just am a big fan of it. I mean, we just really got so much out of it. I want to make sure that designers know that this is the real deal. This is really valuable.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You know what's interesting, Sandy, and we should actually point this out for everybody. Nobody is paying us for High Point at Home. Nobody that we're talking about is paying
That's true.
on this. This was us, talking to High Point Market Authority when they had to cancel market and trying to come up with a way to help manufacturers and lift the industry. So I'm glad you said that about this particular event.
I mean, I was gushing so much.
Right. Like I have about Pollywood and others that we've talked about over the last couple of days. We just truly love these brands. We love what we talk about. We love what we do. And this is interesting, right? Because a lot of folks use Pinterest and they probably don't maximize it. We talked about it in Vegas this summer, if you remember, or this winter. What month are we in? January. Had an intellectual property attorney, right? And through some of the social media channels, and our showroom was full. I was shocked, right? I mean, that all these folks came to listen to an intellectual property attorney. But the thing was, how do you use these social media channels to really maximize them, right? To really benefit your business. So I'd imagine there is a ton to learn in a 3-week Pinterest class. And remember, I said last night, one of the things I've been talking to a lot of designers about is when they've got more time on their hands, they're doing things that have been on the back burner. So this might be a back burner opportunity to check out and really improve their business, right? So I think that's great. I think that that's a nice find there. And we're going to keep adding events. There's a lot popping up, a lot in the trades, a lot of brands letting us know about things they've got planned still another week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks out. So stay tuned on this calendar. Now, I think it's funny, Sarah, there was a couple nights ago, one of the early happy hours where I think you were just drinking a soda or something. And I think it's putting you on the spot every night about what's next. And that's made you switch to White Claw, perhaps. But so I'm going to put you on the spot because you've got your White Claw there. So tell us what's coming. What's next?
Yeah, let's do what's next. So I think a few of them that we've mentioned that we're still working on is some decor brands. We have RFA Decor. We'll be adding that in the next few days. And then one of our favorites, Hollywood, we did the on-air stream with them, but then we'll be adding their new collection too. And I think you mentioned the ocean chair, but they've got some other fun things. I don't want to give away too much, but
I'm going to give it away because I laughed. I spit my coffee out this morning watching this. So this, not your grandmother's rocking chair. That's all I'm going to say, but just wait for that video that's going to appear. Yeah. I literally spit my coffee out this morning watching that. So very funny. Good. So RFA Decor, we've got some things from Pollywood. And I know we have a few others in the pipeline, so we'll do that for a preview. Sandy, anything that you're excited about? I'm going to put you on the spot too.
That's coming up?
Yeah. Besides the Pinterest class that you're clearly very excited.
Yeah. Well, I have to think about what's in the docket. We have so many things. We have things that continue to come in. I think we have some things from Four Hands coming up.
We still have, Four Hands is still coming, right? I think talked to Bruce Andrews this morning. He's going to send some things in from his collection.
Yeah.
Which is, again, we're covering artisans, we're covering big brands. I think we've got some stuff from Sunpan coming as well. One of our favorite brands. We talked about their party the other night. So quite a bit still coming. A few folks doing virtual markets. I think next week is going to be very interesting, right? Because we move into Norasan doing their virtual market starting on Tuesday.
Yeah.
High Point Market Authority is really going to push out the whole concept of High Point at Home next week as well. So a lot of new folk will be viewing all of the content and product that we've got up here. So I think there's going to be a lot more engagement too with some of the brands from a whole new set of people. So we're keeping the momentum going. And we'll keep doing Zoom chats. Like I said, I've got 2 tomorrow. I've got 1 on Monday. We're going to keep rolling those out for the next couple weeks as well to keep you all informed on what's going on. Not just through this week, like we said, through the end of May. So good. Anything else we didn't cover, y'all?
I don't think so. It's been a long day.
It has, but I've got a whole bottle of Bootleg Moonshine to get through anyway.
Oh.
We're gonna get to that.
Well, that's the sidecar.
That's in the sidecar.
Exactly.
Right, which you can't tell us what's in it. We're not cool enough to know that, but that's okay.
No, but I did.
You did. That's right. See, the moonshine makes me forget already. See that?
Here we go.
All right. Well, again, from around the world here, we've got Sandy and me in Florida. We've got Sarah in Chicago, and we've got Catherine somewhere on the Eastern Seaboard. I don't even know.
Exactly right.
You can't disclose her exact location.
We can never disclose Catherine's location.
Purposes,
so,
we can't divulge.
We can't. There's water, and she's on the Eastern Seaboard somewhere. That's all you need.
That's right.
All right. Well, day 7, like I said, it's a different day 7. A lot of folks usually heading home or already home from market. We're going to keep this train rolling on. So to day 7, salud.
Cheers.
And we'll see y'all tomorrow.